Hey everyone, it's Erica. And I'm just coming at you with some truth. I am really sad today. And I feel so displaced in my own life, um, that I honestly, I could cry, but I'm not. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna put makeup on. I just got done talking about, um, a serious issue here. Let me tell you what, there's so much fucking deep rooted serious issues going on that it would probably take me 6 hours worth of video. And this isn't even supposed to, well, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I am showing this makeup because I'm using the makeup. But what I'm actually doing is just talking because we all have these battles within us that, well, I don't want to say we all because I can't talk for anyone else. I don't know anybody else. I know for me, I have signed up for a lot of education. I know a lot of stuff. Um, but the application in my own existence is sometimes harder to do than just knowing what to do. This is why I'm a good teacher. I know what needs done, I know what to do. So I can easily look at somebody's situation and tell them, "Oh, I see this here, clear as day. Fix them up, give them advice, let them go." And then a week later, they're messaging me like, "Oh my God, you're amazing. Like, thank you. Like, everything's changed." And I'm like, "Yeah." So my issue is not with that I don't know what to do. It's that I don't really know. And again, I don't even want to say this about myself because I don't want this to be a self fulfilling prophecy of me manifesting continually more opposite of what I want. Um, so, I don't even like giving this airtime. But I will say that the emptiness and the futility and the pain of what I call broken home syndrome or broken family syndrome is not something that just seems to want to just go away. You know, I make videos like this because I feel like, well, for one, I have no one to talk to. And even if I did have someone to talk to, they probably would not understand. So, I want to help other people not do things I did and not ruin lives. But, at the same time, when I had hindsight, the only thing I ever did was survive every situation I was ever in. Survival. And I saw a meme yesterday that said, "People who are raised on love see things differently than people who were raised on survival." I 100% 100% agree with that meme. But my issue is Like, I'm real tired of being the one that gets to see things on survival. Because, like, is this just always a thing? I think it is. Like, when I was younger and just wanted to like escape the family I grew up in, basically, you know, a relationship seemed like a decent way out of that. I don't know. I don't know how everything happened, but I can tell you this. I can tell you that single motherhood is um it's like a form of enslavement, because biology tells you and has you feel, oh, I love this child more than myself. I love this child as my own flesh. I love this child, and I'll, like, forever, forever, forever put their needs ahead of mine every single time, over and over again, forever. Like, it really is the ultimate sacrifice. And when you are solely responsible for one or more kids to not only stay alive, but you want to give them the love that you never had either. Like, you don't want them to be born into the same broken ass, dysfunctional, toxic shit that you were born into. And they always say people are a product of their environment. And you know what? Like, that's true until people are aware and make a active choice to get out of that. Like, I am actively stopping dysfunctional patterns. And when you can't get other people on board with you to do that, like, there's decisions that have to be made. Every time I've ever left a man, a husband, I'm married, still married, even though he walked out and decides he can just decide he doesn't want us, doesn't want me, I should say. Like, it's not convenient to have a family, so he decided against it. You know, he likes to come home from work and just sit around and hang out, not have to deal with kids or household or anything else. The funny thing is, though, he put that pressure on himself. I would have loved for him to come home from work and, like, after a shower, sat down with us, hung out with us, rested with us, put his feet up on the couch next to us. But, like, his own OCD made it to where, like, he couldn't allow himself to do that. Like, that's all I wanted. The companionship, everything else. Like, he get real freaked out about everything. Toys on the floor, dishes in the sink. It wouldn't matter. It's like, okay, well, I'm home taking care of, depending, anywhere from 3 to 6 kids at any given time every single day. Like, yeah, I'm cooking stuff. I'm putting dishes in the sink. Like, I'm getting things done. And, like, seriously, he would freak out about that kind of thing and get real mad. Like, oh, he's got to clean it up. Like, and I'm like, no. But see, here's the thing. He's unwilling to see that. Unwilling to see it. And I said, look, Let's go to a couples retreat. Let's go spend a weekend together. Let's get a hotel. We need to reconnect. We need to reconnect intimately. We need to get some communication counseling, some coaching. Like, I wanted to fall back in love with my husband, who I love. Like, but he was not having it. He said, "You know what? I don't want to deal with this." He was just like, like he opted out of it. You know, he just straight up opted out. Like, I told him I wanted to, have dates, and if he didn't, he would get mad. He's like, "Oh yeah, I bet you'd want me to pay for those too." I'm like, "Well, I mean, do I not deserve a date? I mean, I don't know. Like, I want to have a nice reason to be with the man I love. Like, I don't want him to be paying attention to the house, the dishes. I don't want either of us to have to pay attention to the kids. Like, I wanted it just me and him time." So I made all these suggestions about, let's try having a conversation once a week. Let's try having a date once a week. And, he was complaining about paying for it. So I said, well, let's do something in the living room. Like, let's get kids to bed and then, like, watch a movie together. Whatever. I just wanted one-on-one time with him. Like, I wanted, like, actual interaction, because it's like I was thinking, I'm going to get married to this guy. I love him. You know what? He's going to hold me every day. I'm going to get cuddles every day. I'm going to fall asleep with him. I'm going to wake up with him. Like, we're going to actually be together. And what turned out is that he, like, didn't even want to be around. Like, he'd rather be in the basement. When he did be around me or the family, he'd be real resentful and angry. Like, we're a inconvenience or a burden to be around. Like, and I know everybody needs their personal time. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he didn't have that. Neither one of us really got a lot of free time. And that's true. He did not get a lot of free time. He didn't get a lot of free time to work on his car that he liked. But I didn't get a lot of free time to do anything either. And, like, I figured as the kids got older and more self-sufficient, he'd be having more time to work on his car. Maybe I'd be having more time to do something I like. Yoga, for example. And I would have never thought that he would have just decided to opt out and walk away. Like, he didn't even care about having me. Like, I just didn't even matter. And, like, this really fucked me up, because my kid that I have with him, that I love so much, like, ever since his dad left, like, he's been having the worst behavior ever for me. And, like, I try to be so loving and so comforting and so understanding, because I know he's going through a lot of emotions that he can't even describe. So it's coming out with bad behavior. But it's like, damn, because of this guy's decision to walk out and not even try to fix. Because, yeah, we were toxic. We both brought out toxic traits in each other. That's all we knew. We came from heavily toxic families. But the thing is, I want to learn different. I don't want to live toxic. I don't want to yell back and forth to people. I don't want to be the person that gets provoked and gaslit to do that. And I don't want to be a person that gives somebody a reaction to want to yell at me. I don't want that. I don't want to be screamed at, yelled at, mad at. I don't want to live like that, So it's like, on one hand, you say, well, it's a blessing that somebody who acted like that leaves your life. But, like, on the other hand, I say, no, a blessing would have been him wanting to care enough about me and this family and being together that he would have taken the effort and the time to work on some of this stuff together with me, so that we could have grown even stronger after being in the trenches. And it was like, wow, after all that I put up with and all that I've been through, like, I'm so easily just walked away from. But all I want is my man here. I married him because I was in love. And they say that was fake too, all in my head. So it's like I'm really dealing with a lot right now, but I'm going to have to look at Time Hop, and I am going to have to see if something happened particular on this actual date. I don't know what the day even is, but I feel a heaviness, a deep sadness, and I don't exactly know where it's coming from or if it's just everything. Like, I have a pattern of being discarded by anyone I really love, and it's happened now 5 times. It's like I become so shattered over the loss of something that was very significant and important in my life. Like, shattered. Mentally, physically, emotionally. And it was like, to them, I was an old gum wrapper, so easily walked away from and discarded, never to be thought of again. And I'm like, how did I get to be this person? How along this journey of being born unto the earth did I decide that I'm the person that gets treated like shit all the time? How did this become my thing? Where did this start? And how can I change this going forward so that this is not my thing? You know, so this is what, like, 2 years of coaching has brought me to this day. And it's all in my head. It's all in my fucking head. So that's the real killer there, to find out that it's really all you. It's really just all you fucking your own life up, attracting people to do this because that's what you inwardly think that you deserve. But you don't know this kind of thing. It's just in there. It's just in there deep. And wow, you know, but my whole family is broken apart. You know, I have to be accepting of stuff. I have to be cool with stuff. But when I had my twin flame with me, like, he helped my dream of having my family together come true. And so I'll never forget, even though it was like short-lived, I feel like just having that experience allowed me to feel what I've been longing for and missing out on my entire life. And so like I have that now stored away. So it's like, I know it's possible. I do know it's possible. And I see a lot of people out there having it. And I guess that was their calling, you know? People who are raised with love and loving attention get an inner, under subconscious knowing that they are important, they are worthy, they are loved. And so that kind of thing kind of gravitates towards them. When you're raised with toxic emotional abuse and neglect, apparently, you know, you're not getting fed all this nice stuff. So you got underneath patterning that's just keeping you in a cycle of toxicity, keeping you in a cycle of attracting other people who are gonna fuck you over just the same way they all do. Like, you have a pattern of just living out what you've experienced, and I mean, I have awareness of it now. But I mean, I think I was a little slow to catch on. Because damn, it would have been nice to learn this after the first fucking two baby daddies. It would have been nice. And there was a big gap of me being single, because I didn't trust myself to pick a guy that wouldn't just pretend like he likes me for a little bit, get me pregnant, pretend like everything's going to be fine, and then just disappear, and then I'm stuck with another kid. Like, I didn't want that to happen again. And then, so I decided to become a born-again virgin. And I was successful for like 18 months. And then somebody took advantage of me one night. And that set me on my second cycle of fucked up shit to continue to happen. And there's a much deeper word for the taking advantage, but we're not going to go there, right? We're not going to go there yet. I've gone there a couple times. And yeah. So this all leads me to the present moment, where I keep wondering to myself, will I ever fully be healed? Will I ever be able to figure out what exactly is going on and my twin flame come back to me? Or am I in like a perpetual cycle of pain, abandonment, and emotional torture? You know, these are the questions that I'm really asking myself. I don't know. I don't really know. But right now, I know there's a whole sink full of dishes from the past 2 days of me cooking macaroni and cheese and, you know, everything else that the kids want. And I'm getting hungry, so it's like before I even make something to eat, I got to go clean up that whole mess. And parenting without a partner is, for me, it's really not preferred. But here I am doing it every day of my life. Every day of my life. And yeah. I can't even remember the last time I got a hug or anybody even touched me. And I'm cold and I'm tired and I am extremely shattered inside. So, yeah, dishes.